Please let me go to hell.
I'm going with you.
This is a message to all the Christians on this app on behalf of all the heathens. Please just let us go to hell. Like, just let us go there. And we are asking you to let us go there so you don't have to worry about saving us anymore. You don't have to comment on everything anymore. You can let us go there. We want to go there.
We good.
Because every day, here are the comments that I get. Number one, I'm such an idiot for thinking that the world just popped up into existence. Because what people will do is say, I believe in God and a creator, and it makes more sense because there's creation, so there must be a creator, not realizing that they've just placed a middleman in the problem and backed the problem up a step, and they didn't solve anything. Because then you have to answer, how did God come into existence? And if God always existed without being created, then you admit that things can exist without creation. So then why can't the universe just exist? And even if you prove deism, you still have all your work cut out for you in proving that God is in any way good or interacts with the world or is worthy of worship or which one is the right God. You literally solve nothing by adding God to the mystery of existence. The most rational response to looking at the universe and the origins of the universe and the origins of consciousness is to say, I don't know, not let me ask what first century Palestinians thought, since they didn't even know that germs made us sick. Maybe we can just leave them where they are and have a modern conversation about the mysteries of the universe.
Exactly.
Number two, I get just read the Bible. I have a master's degree in theology. I studied medieval exegesis, and they say that as if there's only one interpretation or message of the Bible, when there is not one single doctrine, not one, that is consistent throughout the Bible. This is why you can use the Bible to do just about anything. The Bible solves nothing. It is just a complex, long-form conversation where you can glean wisdom, but there's not anything there that you can use as a foundation to build a life.
40,000 denominations.
Number three, you have no foundation for morality. This one I get a lot, as if the Bible gives you an objective foundation for morality. It can't even say that slavery or genocide is wrong. Morality has always been a conversation, and if you study the Bible long enough, like really study it, you can watch that conversation happen. And you can watch rules change. You can watch God change his mind. It has always been relative morality, even in religion. And as we learn more and we share more stories, we have more empathy, and that leads to more moral behaviors where we recognize that I am you and you are me and you seem to be a human just like me, so I'm going to treat you how you want to be treated. And we have empathy, and we've evolved to have empathy as the kind of primates that we are. There is not objective morality in the Bible. This is why that you can use the Bible to either argue against or for slavery. So during the Civil War, the Bible didn't help at all. It solved nothing. It added an unnecessary middleman to the conversation. Number four, repent or be destroyed. This one is annoying because if I, as a spiritual atheist who lives a moral life as best I can, and I left religion because of my moral and intellectual compass that was given to me by God, and then I'm punished for it because I didn't believe the right things, then it is an immoral God, and it doesn't need to be worshipped, because either character matters or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then it's just luck. And if it's just luck that gets you into heaven, or being born into the right belief that gets you into heaven, that's not a God worthy of worship. So why tell me every day that I need to repent or be destroyed? Number five, just have faith. That is the ultimate thought-ending cliche that believers use to deal with cognitive dissonance. I've never once gotten a good answer for why would God make faith in bad evidence the highest moral value in his hierarchy of values. This is the number one doubt for Richard Rohr, by the way, who believes that he's going to go see God, and he's going to ask, if he has an opportunity to ask a question, this is his question: why did you make it so easy for us to be blinded by our own biases and patterns and superstitions so that it would be impossible to find truth even if we were looking for it? Why is faith the highest moral value when we don't, in the world, we don't treat it like the highest moral value? We treat truth or kindness or compassion or love as higher values than faith and bad evidence. So why is God's highest value faith and bad evidence? Number six, I know the right pattern. I cannot tell you how many times a man, I have only gotten this from men, will either comment or message me or try to meet with me or send me their books saying, I know the secret pattern. I know my way to weave through the Bible like no one else can, and I know the real truth of what's going on here. Men have sent me their theologies and their books, and they all believe that of all the humans that have ever existed, they are the ones that have figured it out. It is hubris at its finest, and I can't deal with it anymore.
I can't either.
And last, sometimes at the end of a conversation, when someone is getting mad at me in the comment section, they'll just say, enjoy hell. And can I say, I will. Because do you know what Tertullian, the early church father, said when he was asked what was so great about going to heaven? He said, you get to stand at the edge of heaven and look down at the damned. And I know that's what you want. You want that moment where the whole world says that you were right, and you want to stand in heaven. And the great thing about standing in heaven is you get to look at me burning in hell because I believed in the wrong thing. But that's can I just say that me and anyone else who follows me on this app who is going to hell, we cannot wait. We cannot wait to go, because there's going to be no hypocritical, fascist, nationalist, cruel, arrogant Christians on here or in hell that are going to be there. And so I cannot wait. It's going to be a great time. So please, if you want to make another comment, do not try to save me. And I'm asking you to do that, like, as a kindness. I'm asking you, instead of being kind by trying to save me, by saying all these things at me all the time and trying to tell everyone to repent all the time, like, do the kindness of letting us go. Like, letting us go. We want to go there.
Jesus walked away.
And I am looking forward to hell, because if it exists, I cannot stand to spend another second with Christians, especially the ones on this app, especially the ones in my comment section. And so just let me go, and I'll call it a kindness. That's going to be the kindness. Is when you see something you don't agree with and you don't comment, let's have that be the kindness instead of repent or be burned, because I can't do this anymore.
Y'all go follow her, because we're going to have a great time in hell together. Great time in